Hey guys, welcome to Flite Test. I'm Josh.
And I'm Stefan.
And we have an awesome challenge today. We are going to be taking our favorite ME-262 and doing a bomb drop challenge here.
So you guys went down to Missouri,
Yes.
met up with John Overstreet, and decided to build some crazy stuff while you're down there.
We went down to Missouri for a couple special reasons. One was our Plain Crazy Build Day, where we get to build with families and friends and have a lot of special memories. The other reason was to build our Mustang Model D. That's ultimately the nemesis to the ME-262 here that we're going to be putting in battle. While we were down there, we got to redo the wings.
And that's for good reason, right?
Yes.
Because if you saw the last video we did with the ME-262, the wings pretty much went like this. We had a ton of flex in the wings, so we had to go down and make sure to reinforce this guy. Now it's back here,
Yes.
And now what are we gonna do with it?
Pretty busy day. We got to finish off the wing, we got to get our bombs built, and then we got to paint it and make it look awesome.
And then we're gonna fly.
Definitely.
Ready to do this?
Yeah. All right, so this ME-262 has been put through a lot, from my crazy rough landing to traveling to Missouri to traveling back to Missouri to just being bounced around a lot. One thing you can do with foam board airplanes is you can use a lightweight spackle that's fast drying to be able to fill in these cracks. You can go back and sand it and it looks good as new. We even did a little bit with this in Missouri where the kids were helping me fill the cracks and everything, but we got a lot more depth. So first thing I gotta do, spackle. All right, so we have all of our cracks filled here. We are ready to take this out and paint. Now the wing still has a lot more work to do, but that's okay because there's two very unique paint schemes, one on the fuselage, one on the wing, and when you put them together, they just look fantastic together. So I have two different colors of primer. I'm gonna base this in two different colors. Then I'm gonna come back with our forest green, put the camouflage in.
What you got here, bro?
Dude, our first paint job in the Pilot Institute hangar before the paint shop's even built.
That's fantastic.
It was way too windy out by the parking lot, and it was just blowing all the overspray. I didn't want to get on people's cars, and I couldn't get any kind of, like, I gotta do this faded line to make it look like this. I couldn't do that. So I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? We may not have electricity yet, but we got a place where there's no wind and plenty of light, so.
That's right, dude. Well done, sir.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Now time to paint this guy.
Time to paint, and it's looking good. It's looking good. So got the gray, or I got the light gray, and I got the forest green. Now I got to go with the dark gray and come back here and start putting all the accents through here, and it's going to really start looking good.
Perfect. Time to paint.
Time to paint.
Man, Dad, that wing looks good.
It went really easy. What do you think?
I like it.
So it's so crazy because there's two totally different paint schemes. The top one is like this smooth, like almost like a fish. And then you get to this geodesic shape when you get down to here. And when you put them together, it just seems to work. So what do you think?
It looks like the small version.
Well, I put it right next to it and copied it. I liked it too much. So I like it. So now what we gotta do is we gotta cut out decals. I gotta get the nose cone built and painted to match. And then we gotta put the motors in electronics. Then we're on to the bombs.
Awesome.
So we're gonna be switching things up here a little bit with the ME-262. Typically the motor is in the back here and it was shooting out the back, which really kind of covered up everything really nicely. But we're gonna actually move it to the front this time, and there's a good reason for that. What we learned with our Scout when we were doing our battle was this works really good in daylight, but you gotta keep everything shaded. If I'm gonna come up behind this with the Mustang and I wanna shoot this down, it's gonna be very, very difficult to hit sensors underneath the wings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the motor up into the front and make it a tractor conversion so it's pulling it through the air. This is gonna help us a lot with our center of gravity issues, but then also Moving the motor to the front is going to give me the ability to mount the sensor board right inside here, so no matter what angle we're at, if the plane's behind it, it should be able to hit it, but it's also going to stay shaded almost at all times unless the sun's directly behind it. So what I'm going to do now is I got to make a very long pod to mount this up in the front. And now it's going to go from a pusher to a tractor configuration like this. All right, so since we have a brand new wing here, we gotta basically mount it again to the fuselage. And also the fuselage has a little bit more damage than we originally aware of here, probably from the transportation home. Gotta glue a couple formers back in and do a little bit of repairs there. So we need a lot of extra help today because basically this is our last day before we have to fly. So we brought in our good friend David here. David works down at manufacturing and fulfillment, and he's also the head of the Edgewater flight crew who volunteers and really is responsible for bringing so much energy and fun to Edgewater. We basically got a lot to do here. David's soldering the motors together. I'm gonna get the wings mounted, do some repairs. By the end of the day, we should have not only a ready to fly ME-262, but also the bombs for it as well. All right, so on the actual limited speed build kit of the ME-262, there is a brace that goes from the box all the way back to the spline. When we blew this up and made it large, I forgot to put that in. And that's one reason why there's so much force here that's only focused on this joint. So I got this all fixed, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the spline in. And that way, as I do loops and rolls and hopefully evade the Mustang, I'll be able to keep this in one piece. So we're on the home stretch here. We have learned a lot about bomb dropping since we first started and all the failures we've had in the past. So Dave has the classic Andrews bomb drop that's been working really good, but the bombs are gonna shift back and forth because they're so long. What he's basically created is two pins that are gonna go up, so when it sits down in there, it'll not only fit into where the release mechanism is, but it's also gonna key to keep the bombs from rotating left or right.
So, got this one, got this one.
That's a big difference.
Huge difference. Now we got to repeat it to this one.
All right, so obviously these guys are getting this bomb drop ready on this giant airplane. But while they're doing that, I want to take the time to thank our sponsor of this video, and that is our friends over at War Thunder. But War Thunder is a military vehicle combat online game. And it's free to play on PC, Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 5, and the previous console generations as well. The best thing about it is that there's no purchase necessary. You just simply download and play because it's free. On top of that, it's fully cross-compatible on all platforms available. So what that means is players on both PCs and both generations of Xbox and PlayStation can all battle in one arena. Now obviously we are enjoying everything about War Thunder. We've been playing War Thunder for years now. And something that we like most about the game is that you pretty much have any and every vehicle that you'd ever want and need in this game. You have all the options because you can get land, air, or sea in this game. On top of that, there are unbelievable graphics, authentic sound effects, and even beautiful music that create an atmosphere to kind of fully immerse yourself in what you're doing and how you're doing it. Plus, there's so much historical data involved. You've got different battlefields, you've got different tanks, you've got different aircraft from world wars. If you have any interest in history or anything of that nature, you're gonna love War Thunder. So when we talk about features of this game, there's an incredible arsenal of more than 1,700 historically accurate playable tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and even ships. Plus, there's more than 34 million players from all over the world playing War Thunder at any given time. You can choose the arcade mode for quick combat action, the realistic mode for challenging tactical encounters, and even the simulator mode for unrivaled realism. Now last but not least, War Thunder is actively developing the game every single day, every single month, every single year, so it keeps getting better and better over time. There's free major updates every couple of months that add even more content, including vehicles, maps, and even new gameplay features, which is fantastic. Now here's where you guys come in. Check out the link in the description below, use that link to register, and go get the game for free on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, no matter which one you're using. You're gonna get a free bonus, namely a premium tank, aircraft, or ship, plus a 3-day account boost, which is awesome. Again, go check out that link, register through that link, go get the game for free. It helps us out a ton. So again, thanks to War Thunder for making all this content possible. We love working with them, they're fantastic, and big thanks to you guys for watching, because without you, we wouldn't be making crazy ME-262s to drop bombs. Now, speaking of that, let's go check and see what Josh and them are doing with this bomb drop.
Right, last time I did this, a bus ended up in the ground.
All right, bomb drop, test flight 1. Why did these fly better than most of the planes I designed? That's awesome. That's perfect. Yes, you know what's gonna be awesome when that smashes into something? It's gonna go. So,
Real nice.
so the bombs are done, the drop mechanism's done. Now what I gotta do is I gotta finish up, I gotta make this work. And once that works, then we gotta decal it. Then we're ready to fly.
And then fly.
So Dad, what's the plan here?
All right, so we're on the home stretch here. One thing we got to do is we got to make a site for the bomb drop. Now we don't want to put this on top of the airplane because I'll just be looking over the nose as I'm trying to figure it out. And that's kind of a common thing that the Germans had to deal with when they were dropping. They didn't do it like the Stuka where they dive bombed or the Dauntless dive bombers. They had to fly horizontal and then project it out. And from what I understand, they didn't really have a good bomb sight. So the accuracy was really compromised. I'll be able to look from the bottom here and I'll see the bottom of the belly, but it'll give me a little bit better visibility because I need all the help I can when it comes time to dropping bombs because I'm terribly inaccurate. Basically, I think I'm gonna mount this here. I was a little concerned about making sure that this doesn't get destroyed, but we have the two huge nacelles from the jet engines on the bottom. That's gonna protect this bottom area, and we'll get plenty of reception with it mounted this way as well too. Also cooling, which is really important with these DJI air units.
All right, so Josh is in a meeting currently. We gotta strap bombs onto this airplane, and then we gotta go out to the field, which actually is the most challenging part of all of this, because we gotta fit it out the door.
At least I had wheels last time.
That's true. But before we do that, we wanted to thank this big man right here, TJ, for doing all the crazy stuff with chase footage and all these cool episodes that we've been doing recently. Links down below, Buddy RC, Ohio Model Products. He's doing a bunch of cool things.
So now we get to try to fit it in the back of my truck.
Yes.
To take it up there.
So give him some love. We'll see you at the field. Let's go fly.
Fine.
So we're gonna pick it up by here, here, and here.
There's a camera somewhere in the back.
Right, there you go.
This way. And tip it this way.
Tip it this way, yeah. This, I think, and then we
You're doing great, TJ.
Make sure we don't move over there.
You have to tip out, and the nose
Got the camera up.
come down.
And then it should be able to rest. Aerodynamics. Set it. That's a good idea.
Possibly we lose something else.
All right, getting ready to plug in the Tattoo 10,000 milliamp 6S battery.
Should be fun.
Let's do it. Big pop.
Ready?
Let's do this, man.
Oh my gosh, it's getting real. All right, so this was a final push and we are ready to send this here. We have our awesome Flite Test 10 up. We are going to make that our target of choice.
Yes.
Mainly the gremlin inside of it, right?
It's a great decision because we actually tried to hit this giant building once and it didn't work out. So now we're going to the next giant building to hit.
You can't hit one big building, get a bigger building. So,
That's right.
So the plan's really simple here. Dave, who helped me finish this off, he's gonna be my spotter. If anything happens with my FPV feed, I can toss this over. Stefan, you're also gonna be our spotter because we're gonna be looking at the airplane. And long story short, this all goes good. We come back in one piece, we get to do it again.
Let's fly this thing.
Let's fly it. All right, you gonna launch me?
Okay, yes.
All right.
Good luck, Dave. Normally I have to launch these things, so I'm super excited that Dave's here.
Yeah, especially with the sketch factor on this one
Yeah, the
specifically.
sketch factor is high. Got it.
All right, you ready?
3, 2, 1, and chuck it! Yes! Oh, she's in the air. That's all that matters.
Look at the speed difference compared to this guy.
Wow. How's she feel?
She felt a little porpoisey at first, but she's... Those bombs are weird.
You're into the hood, man. Now how do you feel?
Ooh, my heart rate is just
What?
rattling.
Rattle.
Woo!
Dude, that looks phenomenal, man. Amazing.
I'm just trimming her out here. Oh man, what a great flyer! All right,
Look at this guy.
I can
looks
see the
stable.
bombs. That's my favorite part, is I can actually see the bombs. All right, what do you guys say? Do you think it's time?
I think it's time.
Because I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this in one piece, so.
You're really high.
Yes, I am.
You're super high.
All right,
Oh,
Dave, my
man.
spotter.
Let's bomb the gremlin.
Let's do it. So I gotta keep this,
you gotta-
to be historically accurate, I gotta keep this centered, okay? Right? I can't dive bomb, can I?
You know, that's a good question.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
You're supposed to come in almost straight with just a little bit of downward angle.
You're about 1,000,000 feet above the tent.
Ready?
Yep. What? Are you serious? Are you
Are you
joking?
kidding me? I hit it?
Yes! Bro,
Awesome
first
job.
time in history that Josh Bixler has hit anything on the first time. Has
And
to
I'm
be, correct?
breaking up a little bit. All right.
You good?
Nope.
Nope. You
Oh, we got it. We got it.
You got it? Okay.
I'm just.
Okay. Coming right down the runway.
You're scaring me, David.
Well, I'm scared myself a little bit.
You're coming in hot.
Hot. That's fast. Back off. Let her glide. Almost down. There you go.
Yeah! Let's go, bro!
We hit it?
Dude,
Seriously?
One on each side.
Dude, you hit the back side of the tent with that one, and this one just
No.
went right past. It was amazing.
Are you kidding me?
Just a hairpin.
We gotta go get these bombs and check this out.
Let's do it. I can't believe it's still in one piece. Something really sketchy happened.
Thud
check
sound
the
when it
video.
hit too.
Cool coming down.
Oh, look
I want to
amazing.
see it.
Yeah, it looked amazing. So, see, as you can see, you got this bomb. This bomb
Yeah.
landed literally it floated like, I don't know, maybe 5 feet above and landed here.
Okay, did it hit the tent at all or no?
This one did not,
did.
but this one back here.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, this one hit dead on the backside.
Are you kidding?
Oh, it was fantastic, dude. Look at this, and you can tell because
Right there.
look at this nub. Look at that.
The shiny spot.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it looks like
dude.
to me.
You know,
Bro.
I bequeath this to you as the first ever bomb to hit a giant structure. That's well done. Hey, great job,
thank
buddy.
you, man.
job.
Thank
well
you.
done, Dave.
We are not done with this. We have our biggest challenge yet. We've taken the P-51 Mustang. We have the 262. We've flown them both. We did a bomb drop challenge. Now it's time to put them both against each other in epic fashion. We're gonna do laser tag, but it's not just gonna be beams of light. Whoever is gonna get the most hit, there's gonna be a round inside the airplane that's gonna blow it up. So make sure you hit the subscribe bell. Also, we're almost at 2 million subscribers.
Yep.
So let us know what you wanna see us do to celebrate our 2 million subscriber so we can make that happen. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go fly.
Let's go fly something.